Welcome back to our podcast, Marina and Tracy, Live Out Loud with Us. We are super excited to be here and we have a lot to talk about. It's Sunday, and we're
It's
going to talk about Sunday. Is it fun day for you, or is it hectic, anxious, getting ready for Monday? We're also going to dive into weekend menu planning. Are you planning, or are you flying by the seat of your pants? And we also want to talk about our favorite finds this week. So we'll
that's actually my most exciting part
Okay, well,
of
let's
the.
start with that. Let's start with our favorite
You want to
finds.
start with okay? I have them here, Tracy.
Oh my gosh, where'd you
So
get?
this was a huge find for me many
Okay,
years ago, and I think
okay.
you noticed it when you came out to visit me here in California. You were trying it on. You took the red version that I have,
Yeah,
but
Buxom? What's the
buck
name? Bux
buxom. So it's
Buxom.
buxom.
Okay,
And it is my favorite because one, it's a lip gloss. Two, it acts like a lipstick.
okay.
Three, it plumps your lips because I noticed,
Jealous.
at our age group, the lips are getting a little croupy. And I like the taste. I love the colors and
Important. Important. The
right,
taste.
the
Yes,
taste.
I know. We don't talk about that.
And so my favorite color is called Dolly. Highly, highly, highly recommended. I will link it and add it to my Amazon store just so for easy access. But my daughter last Christmas, or maybe it was Mother's Day, got me the Buxom lip liner. And this is
Okay,
actually the winner. This is my favorite product of the week.
okay.
It lines perfectly, it stays on, it blends, it lasts forever. A huge fan.
Love it. I'll have to check it out. We'll put our link somewhere on our YouTube site when all that's up and running.
I'm
Is
going
it
to,
double? Is it like a, what is it like a,
okay. Let
yeah,
me talk more about it because
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah, I
is
do.
so it comes up, right? So it's always the perfect shape to line the
Perfect.
lip. So I
Okay.
love that. Then it has a brush for you to blend it in
Okay, see,
so
you need
that
to
you're
say that.
not looking like, I don't know, grandma with her lip liner. And as I'm saying that, I don't even know how my lips look
They look
because
beautiful,
okay,
as
thank
always.
you. Thank you.
But this is
So
the
two
thing, like, is that a trend, Ron? That it's, a darker liner, like are you putting it on a liner and then filling your lips and then putting your gloss on top? Or are you just wearing a liner? Like, what's your go-to right now
I'm
with that one?
so glad you asked me that question
I can't wait to
because
hear your answer.
and I'm curious what you do.
Okay.
So what I've been told or what I've learned is to line the bow of the lips, just
Yes.
the bow. So like an M for
Okay.
Marina. Don't go all the way down to the edges, right?
You don't
Like
want
just
spaghetti mouth.
you don't want spaghetti mouth. Okay. Exactly. So you just line the tops of your lips, the M.
Okay.
And then you kind of blend it in. And then you just do the bottom like a little like you don't
Like
go
just
all,
here.
yes.
Yes.
And then I take the brush and I kind of blend it in so that it's like, who is that Betty Boop? Now I'm fucking aging myself. That cartoon character.
Yeah. What about
She
her?
she had these cute little like you're making
The little
anyways.
kiss. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
You're not doing these big giant lips. But then from there you do your lipstick and it gives it like some sort of contouring. I don't know. Google
I
it
like it.
because I feel like my daughter's generation understands this, and I'm picking up tips from them.
I like it. I'm picking up those tips too.
Right?
Well, you know me, I want a bright lip all the time, but
Yeah.
sometimes if it's just natural, if I'm just out, I'm not wearing my red lipstick, but I'm finding obviously with me aging, my lips, if I don't line just a little bit like that bow or whatever, like the top and a little bit, is that it's going to bleed a lot more than it used to. But I do the same thing. Like I actually do like an X at the
Oh, I
top.
used to do the X.
Yeah, and then I do it just a little bit. I never line like the sides, and then I actually go a little bit more on my bottom because I find that I'm really losing a lot of lip in the last whatever. Good gosh.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, that's why I like the buxom because it also plumps the lip. You're
Yeah.
not seeing so much crepiness. So, big fan. I will link it to the Amazon. Um, store. But okay, so what else? You were saying
Okay, so
Monday fun
speaking of
day?
Amazon, my find
Oh,
this because
oh,
I find it challenging shopping for Amazon. To me, it's hit or miss. No matter who I'm following or who's linked something that I'm going to go
really?
buy, I'm always like, is this Canadian, American? Where is it coming from? What can I get? What can't I get? But I found this sweater set and it is like
Can
the
you stand
make of
up?
it. It's so nice and it's a sweater and then it's like a fitted skirt and then it has a little pocket. It's really long, like I
I
can't
love
even show that.
it.
But it's so comfy and it fits a little big, so I would have sized down, but it comes in every color and I think I'm going to buy like a brown, a beige, I have the black. I think there's a blue I might even try because of my yeux.
Oh yeah.
But so anyways, it's my find this week. It's my
I love
Amazon
it.
find. You've got a beauty find. You tell me your trend this week that you found or something cool that's out there in styling or design because you've been working a lot with marble this week, girl.
God, I'm literally obsessed. And I want to shout it from the mountaintops that people should not be afraid of marble.
I love it.
Marble's gone a bad rap. And, I went to Italy this summer and I went to
Yep.
a marble quarry. And that was the best experience to go into a marble quarry. Literally, floor to ceiling, walls, everything's made of marble because it's a marble quarry.
Oh,
But what I've learned is not only is it the most beautiful stone for a kitchen or a bathroom, but they've got so many options right now to protect the marble that we need not be afraid. Like marble has been around for millions of years.
but why were people scared to use it or why were people not wanting to go that route in their design, like in their home design or whichever? Why were you saying like they would rather go with granite or whatever?
I think phases, trends, obviously granite, super durable. You can't like destroy it, you can't hurt it.
Hmm.
Marble is a softer material, so you could dent it. Marble does stain. So, if you are making lemonade or tomato sauce, because of its being porous, it will absorb into the countertop. So you will ruin the finish, essentially. You'll get a red stain. So, most people are not going to be okay with that in their kitchen, but
Yeah.
now they have so many options to protect and to seal the marble that we're seeing a lot more marble in design kitchens, bathrooms. Frank, the Italians been using it for
Well, that's what I
years.
mean. Exactly.
Yeah,
Or even fading. Like I was working with a table that had a lazy Susan on top. And then when we were taking it apart and putting it back up, these people had it in their dining room. And when we took the lazy Susan part off, you could actually see like the light, like the different, like it faded. So I didn't
the
know that.
marble,
The marble, like it
the
changed.
mar. So it probably, now I'm not a marble expert. My guess is that it lost its patina or it lost its finish, its gloss.
Okay.
So it will look like matte or dull or tarnished because um of acidity or if anything went on top of it. But now we
Okay.
can
So maybe
protect
that's
it.
what it is.
Yeah, now we can seal it. Now we can protect it. It's still high maintenance. So you have to be okay with the high maintenance of marble, like sealing it every 6 months. But you can't compare a marble countertop to a porcelain countertop. A porcelain is manufactured. It's like a stamp. It's a repetitive pattern. So, this is my opinion. I love the naturalness of marble and its unique design and um its natural beauty. And so I'm a big fan.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was amazing. That was our favorite finds this week. One, two, three. I
There
like
you
it.
go.
Okay, well, this speaking of this week, it is Sunday night. Well, to me, right now it's 6 o'clock my time and it's 3 o'clock your time. So I'm winding down.
I'm hydrating because I went to a 50th birthday last night and I got DRUNK. Hey, um, that's actually an inside joke. We used to have to spell it so that the kids didn't know what we were talking about because they were that little. We would just be
Yeah,
like, I'm DRUNK. And
amazing.
then it just stuck. But you're winding down.
I'm
So
winding down. But
You're more relaxed, and
I'm
I'm
trying
still
to be,
go.
but on Sundays I do feel anxious. Like Sundays are, oh my gosh, I had a really great weekend. I had a lot um, of fun. I did a lot of things. But then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Monday tomorrow, and I'm starting to panic. And then I sit in my office and I go through my checklist, and I'm like, what's happening this week? Where do I have to be? What do I have to do? What's happening in the week? Where I feel like your weekends are very busy with three kids working on the weekend, et cetera, where you might be winding down on a Sunday evening.
Totally. It's really funny. We are experiencing the opposites. And I think, look at black, white. Like you and I are yin to yang. It's
Why?
freaking, I know. So you're absolutely right. Like the weekends are so busy and hectic, and we're going shuffling kids from sport to sport or birthday parties, or that Monday is actually my to-do day of like not relax because I'm still working because of real estate and design, and it's a work day, but it doesn't feel as chaotic as my weekends.
Yeah, crazy. Where I'm, like I mentioned, I did a lot this weekend. Like I don't really feel like I was like lying around, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a drink. I not needed a drink. Like I don't need a drink, but I'm gonna have a glass of
I'd
wine. Then I'm
like
gonna
a
go look.
drink.
I'd like a drink. I'm gonna go into my calendar, make sure that all my meetings are set up and all my stuff is, I have all my files together and all my, whatever needs to do, my social media or whatever is done and ready. But I get like I
So
have to
what do you do?
breathe.
Yeah, so you just said what you do to prepare, but I feel like, and I think you said this in our intro, meal planning. So
Mhm.
you meal prep for the week, or
I I used to, but I feel now our weekdays are a lot busier, so I'm not doing as much meal planning as I should be doing because we're like karate, baseball, school, tutor, going out, anything like that. It's more rushed and I should be planning more. Where on the weekends, I'm like, oh, let's cook this new recipe. I'm going to film myself, cooking or making something new. I'm going to go to the grocery store 15 times and get 100, you know,
well,
different.
your food videos, I have
Yeah.
to say, are very inspiring. And so, if anyone
Thank you.
hasn't seen your reels,
Thank
like
you.
you make it seem so easy, so fun. I know you love to cook. I love to cook.
You
The
do.
weeks that I meal plan the week goes by so much easier as far as dinner, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you meal plan out of you know what to do and what your kids like, or are you following a recipe from somebody? Or are you following a guideline? Or are you, again, flying by the seat of your pants and putting stuff together?
flying by the seat of my pants, and it's really awful because I'm the type of person, I have such food stigmas or food,
In your
like I don't,
family?
what?
I feel like your kids and husband are such good eaters.
No, they're fabulous eaters. I'm the
Okay.
problem.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
the problem
Oh,
because I don't know on Thursday or Wednesday or even Tuesday, if it's Sunday night, what I'm gonna feel like eating. Like
sure,
it's
sure.
very
Okay.
much an emotional, like, and weather driven. Like if it's cool out, I want a stew or
Got it.
chili. Um, so I don't know. It's hard for me to meal plan because I don't know on Thursday if I'm gonna feel like chicken or salmon or pasta. Is that weird?
I don't think so. Nothing's weird. This
Well,
is the
you're
way
my
we feel.
friend, so you're not going to be mean to me, but maybe
No.
my husband says it's weird. And he says I'm messing up the kids too, because then they're like, oh, I don't feel like that. And he's like, when I grew up, I didn't even have a choice. Like we just ate what mom made.
Well, yeah, we were like that too. It was like
Yeah.
whatever, cream corn and then a meatloaf or something ridiculous. And now kids are getting beef stroganoff and whatever, a
I
filet
never ate
mignon.
either one of those things, by the way.
But I know you did not. But this week, like again, I didn't really have much of a plan for weeknights. It's a lot of leftovers or a few big meals and then whatever. And then I wanted to make a chicken parmesan and I wanted to make a tiramisu. So I went out to like, my favorite grocery places to get those items. And then I'm thinking, like, who's going to be eating all this? I'm making like meals for
Me, my family.
like I'm having 30 people over.
See,
But
that's amazing. Like, I just don't even have the time to go to those specialty. I know you go to the specialty grocery stores in Ottawa. I,
mhm.
I, I've honestly don't. I'm ordering Instacart. I'm having groceries delivered to my front door.
Well,
Y-
Marina, it's different in Los Angeles area to Ottawa. I can get anywhere in 20 minutes. Here, it takes you 20 minutes to get out of your neighborhood.
True.
Well, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I
It's
mean?
kind of
Like,
true. Yeah, no, but it's just there's no time with with our
mhm,
schedules, and so
mhm.
I want to make tiramisu. I just
I
don't
made a
have
raspberry
time.
tiramisu and I'm waiting to post it because my day again just got busy and I ended up doing a little bit more than I thought I was going to be doing today. Hence, and now it's Sunday night and I'm feeling a
Can
little
you
bit
share?
nicer.
Can you share that recipe with us?
Yes, yes.
So
But again,
you
I just get inspired by people on social media. Like I'm on social media all the time and I follow tons of really great chefs and great restaurants. And then I just try to recreate what they're making. Sometimes it's not even a friggin' recipe. And I'm like, oh, this is not working. Or wow, this is really working. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of
because
both.
you're such a great cook, and I have that
Is
ability
that
too.
what
Like
it
I
is? Is that
well,
what it is?
yes, it is. Like you're talented. Like that's you're creative. You know how you know what foods go together. Like tell me, can you open the refrigerator? Like this is like more
No,
often than not, and just pull ingredients and make a meal.
maybe.
Oh,
But I don't have sometimes I don't, like we do groceries usually on Saturdays and Sundays for the next week, right? So it's like all of our lunches, all of our meals. We'll have our protein, have our veg, have our salad ready for a salad, all the fruit, whatever, and then I will just cook with all that for the week. If I want to do a special recipe that I'm doing on social media, that's another grocery haul. Like that's a
sure.
specialty store, that's a Farm Boy, our Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. So wait, let's pretend like right
Okay.
now there's like no groceries in my fridge. Like
And it's
literally, there.
Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm screwed for the
That
week.
gives me anxiousness.
Yeah. Like,
I'm full.
so there's, like, I'm trying to think. There's sun-dried tomatoes, there's chickpeas. Like, I could make
Yes.
a garbage pasta, I'd call it. And it's just
Oh.
throwing, like, I have feta. So I would
Mhm.
take the red, not the red peppers, the sun-dried tomatoes, chickpeas, feta. I still have that basil from when you were here. I'd rip that up.
How do you still
And
have that basil? It's lasted that long? What's your trick?
I know it. Maybe it's not good anymore. Maybe the trick is I just need to look at it because it's probably like rotten.
I can't keep basil. And people keep telling me these tricks, like pinching off the top or putting it in a bowl of water and it's going to start growing again. But I feel like I made pesto the other night. I used the entire basil plant
To
and
not
then it's just
waste it.
sitting there in like in a bowl in water, like the plant. And I'm like, is this going to grow back? Like, what am I
It
doing
will.
wrong?
The leaves will propagate.
Yeah.
I'm sounding fancy.
I
I
just
don't know if,
love basil. I'll put it in everything.
well, all those herbs that you have are still on my in my fridge. I'm gonna
Okay, we'll
take a
check those
look and
out. That's
see
been
if
2 weeks. That's been
yeah,
3 weeks.
it's been 3 weeks.
Is it
But
really?
they're in their little homes, right? Those plastic containers act as an ecosystem, or what's it called? Like a greenhouse.
Really?
Yeah.
That must be a Trader Joe's thing. Herbs don't last for me for like 2 days in those things.
Should I
I
go
must be
check?
doing something wrong. Yeah. Go
I'm
grab
gonna
one.
go check. I'll give an update. I have a feeling you're right. I think I'm
Okay,
just
so
talking.
yeah, no, no, no. Okay, so what we want to talk about one more thing.
Yes, what?
You want to talk about this is going to be like our
Oh,
special, I don't know what controversy question at
yes,
the end
it
of the
might be.
podcast before the fireworks go off is 16-year-olds
Oh,
Friday night carpool. Talk to me.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I have to be careful because
Your
this
house
is
is full?
it's a real life example, but
Gosh, okay.
um, oh man. So my daughter went to a homecoming last night, and the plans fell apart while she was at homecoming. Like just there was no set plan, and they didn't know where they were going or who they were going with. They're at homecoming, but the plan was to go to another party or do something afterwards. And it all kind of just fell apart, and everyone went in different directions. And essentially, my daughter was left like alone, like everyone just went and did their own thing. So she called her best friend. Okay, this is because this is like the age that we knew each other, right? Like
Yes,
16.
yes.
So she calls her best friend, and her best friend is like, it's like 10:30. Her best friend's like in for the night, and she asked her best friend to pick her up. And I don't know if the best friend didn't want to, but she was left without a ride. And
At
I
a
just,
person's home or at an event?
at the high school, but
At the
she
high
ended
school.
up
Okay.
leaving the gymnasium, was on the side of the road, like
Oh,
upset.
okay. Of course she was.
And I just feel like when we were 16, like if you would have called me, like within a minute, I'm there. Like the kids don't want to be like inconvenienced or like, I don't know. Like, she was in for the night, like she was in bed. I don't know. But it just really bummed me out that she didn't have
Sure.
someone to come get her,
To come and get
which
her.
I went and got her because that's my job and that's my role, as and I happily did
Yeah.
it. But I don't know. I was just, there's so many things I'm feeling. It's not even towards that friend. It should be towards the friends that all split up and went in
Yeah.
different
How did she
directions.
get there? Like, was she
I drove
very,
her there,
oh,
but
you drove her there.
she was supposed to have like plans after the dance,
That's right.
and
Okay.
it
Okay.
fell apart. It's just really hard being a teenager. Like,
I can't imagine these days. Well, Liam's only 13, but still, like, it's totally different. And it's so funny how our parents would have said how different it was when we were growing up.
so
And
true.
now it's like, again, it's the same thing. Like, I feel like I'm constantly nagging and constantly, being upset all the time. Like, go outside, don't go do this, go have fun here, go grab your friends, go do stuff. And I don't know. It's just, again, it's different. I'm sure our parents were calling their friends saying the same thing. You know what I mean? Calling them.
Yeah, calling them on the
Calling them.
telephone
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like
saying,
it's just,
"Hey."
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I was just bummed. I was just bummed for her that she didn't have the friends that she went with to rely on, and then the friend that she called to
Just for
rely
safe.
on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then that mom also knew the situation. The mom had texted me because
Yeah.
I was at a 50th birthday party.
Oh, that's right.
And so I always just put myself in, like, and that maybe that's what's wrong, is that I put myself in the situation. Had my friend's daughter called me, I would have said, Amelia, go get her.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it's too late, you're already in bed, you've had a long day, I'll go get her.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's unfair, and I'm setting the wrong expectations because I don't know what was going on
What the
in there.
situation was. Yeah.
Yes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I just
So
would be,
hard.
I'm like, oh, I would have dropped everything to go get her because she was upset. Maybe they didn't know how upset she was.
Yeah.
It's just tough. It's tough being a
It
parent.
is
It's tough
tough.
navigating, and it was tough because I had to leave my own party.
Oh, you
The
did
par-
end up leaving?
yeah, I had to go get her.
Okay. Okay. So, well, that's a huge hug for you. And I'm sure Amelia was super appreciative.
And she felt so bad. So,
Well,
anyways,
that's being a parent. You know what I mean? Like, we're parents and this is what we do. We love our kids. We love our kids. It's not doing it today. Oh,
oh,
there
there
it
it
is.
is. It's
Well,
not as
girl,
exciting
I
as it
think
was.
on our next episode, we should definitely talk about 50th birthday parties and, adults going to parties and how that looks. And are we leaving for, we know we're leaving for our kids? Are we leaving early? Are we doing the goodbye? Like, how late are we people staying these days? What's, you know what I mean? That's a really
Oh,
good
how
thing
late can
about.
the kids stay up? Like, what time should we expect them? You and I are the biggest hypocrites because we were out.
I know.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm trying to remind myself of, is
Yeah.
like, do I apply the same rules to my kids that I had or didn't have? Or, like, so
It's a
I think
different
that,
world. It's a
yeah.
different world. We definitely have to touch base on that. That's our Sunday
Agreed.
night, girl.
Agreed. What?
Where's the fireworks? I don't like the thumbs up thing. It's not
I don't
working.
know how to create it.
It did earlier.
Woo!
There they are. There's mine. Where you have to do this. I don't know what that
No,
means.
it's when I went woo. Oh no,
Oh,
you're right. It's
okay. Well, happy Sunday fun day. I hope you have a lovely
right
evening.
here.
I always like talking to you, girl. Mwah. Until the next time, live out loud with us, Marina and Tracy.
Cheers.
Cheers.